Hey BookTube, it's Greg from Coffee/Books. I hope everyone is having a nice holiday season. I'm just going to get down to it. I miss you guys. I've been MIA. I've been really wanting to make a video and do a lot of reading, but it just hasn't been in the cards. So this morning I decided I'm just going to go for it. I'm recovering from being sick. I'm dressed like a mess. My hair's a mess. I just decided let's just do it and keep on going on with life, right? So I want to talk about what I just finished reading, a few books in a haul a couple hauls that I have over the past few weeks, and my future plans and reading plans for 2019. We could always talk about that too, right? So, first things first, I just finished reading A Reading Diary. Ooh, can you see that? Okay, lighting's bad, sorry. By Alberto Manguel. And I knew nothing about him. Okay, there we go. I was just browsing my local library in the essays and poetry section, and I picked this up, and it was just a really nice read. He was born in Buenos Aires. He's lived all over the world, and he wrote Reading Pictures, A History of Reading, The Dictionary of Imaginary Places, among other works. I enjoyed it. It is set up like a diary, like days of the week, months of the year, about what he's reading. It mostly focuses on, I think, his relationship with books, and maybe how what happens in the books is seen in his daily life, which is really interesting. One thing I did enjoy about it is it kind of brings you back before a time of like smartphones and e-readers and all that stuff. It happens, I think, takes place between the year 2000 and 2002. So it brought me back towards that like nostalgia of just actual reading books, which is why after finished reading it this morning, I was like, I should make a BookTube video because I need to remind myself of how much I enjoy actual books. So that's what I just finished reading. I have a lot of other things I want to read, so I'm going to share some books that I've purchased over the past few weeks. And of course, the first book, which seems like mandatory, is Becoming Michelle by Michelle Obama, or Becoming Michelle Obama. I'm not sure the full title. I got this the day that it was released. I was at BJ's, and I think they had some like day of release promo where it was like $13 or something, so I obviously picked it up. Regardless of what your political beliefs are, I'm sure you may not know a lot about her, but to me, I've always admired her. I'm really excited to read this memoir, not only to learn about her life and everything that she's been through, but just from her speeches and things that she's written over the years. I think she's actually, and plus being a lawyer and all that, I think she's actually a very eloquent writer, so I'm excited to see that part. And I've recently realized how much I enjoy reading memoirs. It's a good way to kind of reflect on your own life and learn about yourself, in addition to learning about the actual person you're reading about. So I had to get this. I have not read it. Hopefully I will soon. If you've read it, please let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. Again, let's not get political. It's just a person reflecting on their life, and that's what it is. So, anyway. I also finally had a chance to go to Politics and Prose here in DC, which I was excited for. And they have a lot of, like, independent publishers and non-Barnes & Noble or non-Amazon kind of books, which was exciting. So I picked up Scenes from a Childhood by Jon Fosse. He is a Norwegian writer, and they had a whole section of this publisher, Fitzcarraldo Editions, which I think they publish more independent or like European authors that might not get published by American publishers. And I noticed it's the same publisher that did Flights by Olga Tokarczuk, that I had bought in Warsaw. So I was really excited to see that they carried this publisher. So now I'm going to be able to start reading more like independent European novels, which will be awesome. So I haven't read that yet, but it's on my list. I also picked up essay books. As you know, essays are my favorite genre. And every year, I think it's around November, they put out the year of the best American essays, which I've been reading since my first year of university in 2005, which the course I took was about like reading, I think it's the best American essays of the century, that edition of this, and it totally changed my perspective on literature and writing. So every year I always buy the newest one. This is 2018. I'm excited to read that. I'm going on a very long business trip the day after Christmas. So this is the book I plan on bringing for my 18 hours of flights that I'll have each way. So I also got this, The Art of the Personal Essay, an anthology from classical era to the present. This is a really big book. Again, I got it, Politics and Prose, a book I have not seen anywhere else. They do have it on Amazon, but I'm always in the essay section of Barnes & Noble, and they don't really have a wide selection, so I was excited about this. And last video I made, I was on a business trip, and then I got to take 2 weeks off where I got to road trip all around Europe, which was amazing. By the way, that's my Christmas tree, if I didn't mention that before. I decided since it's Christmas time, why don't I just film it in front of my tree, which is a real tree. It's very nice. I didn't put any decorations on it except lights because that's just how I'm feeling this year. So on my trip, I got to go around all these different places. Obviously Poland, which is like my favorite place in the world. And I drove to Dresden, Germany, which is where Kurt Vonnegut had spent time as a soldier in World War II. And I went to the actual site of the slaughterhouse that he was held up in that inspired his famous book Slaughterhouse-Five, and I was really excited to do that. It's kind of nerdy, but maybe you guys would appreciate that kind of thing. I'm one of those people that would purposely visit a city specifically for that reason, or to take a picture in front of it or whatever. But again, the city was also a nice place to visit anyway, but that was the reason I went there, to be perfectly honest. So it sparked my re-sparked my interest in Kurt Vonnegut, of course. I want to do something maybe where I read all of his works and make a video series on it. I know some of you have done that where you've covered like everyone's works. So maybe that'll be in the cards for 2019. I'm not sure. So now every time at a bookstore, I browse the Vonnegut section just to see what they have. This time I picked up Palm Sunday, which I might have read before, but I just don't remember when I read the back of it. So I'm excited to get into this. Maybe I'll bring this on my trip too. We'll see how much room I have in my suitcase. But yeah, other than that, my reading goals for 2019 are to just maybe read and not think about where I'm going to go with a video or where I'm going to go with the book itself. Sometimes I think you just have to just do something and then think about the consequences afterward. Maybe that's bad advice, just kidding. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Please follow me on Instagram and message me stuff about books or what you're reading. That's the quickest way to get to me. Fortunately, where I'm going to be going on my trip is a highly censored country, and I will not have access to most social media. Maybe I will for some of it, I'm not sure. So if I don't respond for the next couple weeks, it's because I can't. Otherwise, I look forward to interacting with you guys. I have a lot of videos to catch up on and watch you. So wherever you are, I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you have a good holiday season. Thanks for watching, and see you later.